Hello and welcome to For You. My name is Reese.
And I'm Elsie.
All right, Elsie. Today we are talking about a topic which I personally love.
What is it?
It's movies and films and everything that goes with it.
Oh, so you like to go to the movies?
I do. I mean, recently we haven't been able to go to the cinema, but I have been watching so many movies at home.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, Elsie. What's your favorite genre of movie? Which kind of movie do you most like to watch?
Oh, genres, 类型. So you're asking me what kind of movies I like?
Yeah.
There are so many genres. There are action movies, horror movies, comedies, and so forth. I think mine is thriller.
Ooh.
惊悚片. Thrillers keep me awake in the movie theater. What's yours?
I like thrillers too. I like the suspense feeling that they give. But I think my favorite is probably horror.
Oh.
Yeah, I love it when there's like monsters and zombies and ghosts and scary stories. Like it makes me feel really excited.
Okay, so what's the latest movie you saw?
I think the last movie I watched was a horror film on Netflix and it was called Bird Box. But I think
Bird Box?
Yeah, our viewers...
I watched that too.
You did?
Yeah.
It's kind of scary, so...
And I loved it.
Not appropriate for our viewers, I think. So maybe wait until you're 18 to watch that one. All right, well, let's get into our article. And today we are following two characters who are going to the movies, right? To watch a film. And our two characters today are Chris and Marianne.
Reading. Chris and Marianne go to the movies. Chris is waiting outside the movie theater.
Hi, Chris. Sorry I'm late.
Don't sweat it. I've already bought our tickets as well as some snacks and drinks.
Thanks.
You've wanted to see the worst superhero for a long time, right?
Yes. Lots of people have already seen it. Luke nearly spoiled it for me.
I hate it when people do that.
Have you seen the trailer for the worst superhero? It looks like it'll be hilarious. This director is known for his crazy sense of humor.
Good. I have a soft spot for comedies. It's about a young woman with special powers, right?
Yes. Everyone wants her to be a hero, but she just wants to be normal.
Sounds good. What are some of your favorite movies?
I like all the Disney movies, especially The Lion King.
That's a terrific movie for sure. Hey, they're letting us into the theater. Let's go.
They go into the theater.
Okay, so let's get into the article. The article begins by telling us that Chris is waiting outside the movie theater.
Okay. And Marianne says, Hi, Chris. Sorry, I'm late.
And then Chris says, Don't sweat it. I've already bought our tickets as well as some snacks and drinks. Okay, so we have two characters in our article today, Marianne and Chris, and it looks like they are at the movie theater and they're about to go and watch a movie.
Right.
Gosh, I love going to the movies. It's so much better than watching a movie at home. Elsie, do you know what we call the movies in the UK?
No, I don't, but I think maybe it's a word that starts with C.
It is, although it's a soft C, we call it the cinema.
Cinema, okay.
I think it's an older word for the word movies. And we often use the word film instead of the word movie too. So in the UK, we'd say, I'm going to the cinema to watch a film. Whereas in the US, they might say, I'm going to the movies to watch a movie. Anyway, back to the article. So when Marianne said, sorry, I'm late, Chris responded by saying, don't sweat it. This is a phrase in English that basically means don't worry or no problem. And Chris also used the phrase as well as, which we can use when we want to talk about something extra. There's another thing in addition to the thing we already have.
OK， 所以我们刚刚听到的 Don't sweat it. Sweat 这个动词其实是流汗的意思。那 Don't sweat it 代表的就是别担心。那我们也可以说 Don't worry 或是 No worries, No problem, It's okay 等等的说法都是可以的。所以呢，迟到的 Marianne 跟 Chris 说抱歉。那 Chris 回他 Don't sweat it 别担心。再来我们看到一个片语是 A as well as B， 除了 A 之外还有 B。For example, he's good at math as well as science. 他除了擅长数学之外，也擅长科学。那回到 Chris 跟 Marianne 的对话 ，Chris 这边说：“我已经买好票了，也买好点心和饮料。” And what does Marianne say to that?
Well, the article continues with Marianne, and she says, thanks. And then Chris responds with, you've wanted to see the worst superhero for a long time, right? Okay. So the name of the movie that they're going to see is The Worst Superhero. That sounds like it might be a comedy movie.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be quite funny. What do you think, Elsie?
I think so. The movie's name made me think of a show called The Boys.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Have you ever watched that show
No.
before? It's about superheroes that are selfish and only care about themselves.
Okay, so they have special powers, but they don't use it to do good things.
Right. Okay, so here we know that Marianne has wanted to see the worst superhero, this movie.
And then the article continues with Marianne, and she says, yes, lots of people have already seen it. Luke nearly spoiled it for me. Okay. Oh gosh, I really hate it when people spoil movies or TV shows for me. It can really ruin the experience. Now, this word, spoil, can have many, many meanings, but in this context, it is used as a verb, and it means to tell somebody what happens in a movie, TV show, or book before they've seen or read it. Many stories have big surprises in them that are exciting to see or read about, so when somebody tells you about them before you've experienced it yourself, it can be really, really frustrating. So an example sentence using the word spoil would be, my brother spoiled the ending of the movie by telling me which character was the killer. So have you ever had a movie spoiled for you, Elsie?
And I didn't like it one bit. 那 spoil 这个动词呢，它有很多意思哦。首先呢，我们看到的是破坏跟毁掉的意思，像是 Your day might be spoiled if something bad happens. 如果有坏事发生，你的一天可能就会被破坏掉。或者是呢，我们也可以说 Milk will spoil if you don't put it in the fridge. 牛奶没有放冰箱会坏掉。那另外呢 ，spoil 也可以当做溺爱、宠坏来解释，像是 Parents might want to avoid spoiling their children. 父母可能会想避免宠坏孩子。那文中的 spoil it 指的就是这部电影 The Worst Superhero。那 spoil it 它代表的就是暴雷、剧透。那Marianne说啦 ，Luke 差点爆雷。
Yeah, spoil has many, many meanings. So the article does continue with Chris, and he says, I hate it when people do that.
Right, nobody likes that.
No one.
And Marianne says, have you seen the trailer for The Worst Superhero? It looks like it will be hilarious.
So yeah, looks like Chris hates getting spoiled too. But we better take a moment here, Elsie. There are a couple of words that we've got to talk about. So let's start with the word trailer. So a trailer is like a small promotion or advertisement for a movie that's coming out in the future. You can watch the trailer, which is usually about 1 or 2 minutes long, to have a taster and see if you'd enjoy watching the whole movie.
Right. 所以呢 trailer 它就是预告片。So Marianne has seen the trailer for the movie, and it looks like the movie will be hilarious.
Yeah, it looks like it would be really funny. So instead of watching the whole movie and committing to that, you can watch a small amount and see if you'll like it.
Right.
And another word that we need to talk about is the word hilarious. I love this word. Marianne said that the trailer for the movie made it look hilarious. This is an adjective that just means funny, like really funny.
Really funny.
Yeah.
所以 hilarious 这个形容词呢，代表引人发笑的，或是非常滑稽的。You can also use the word to describe a person that's really funny， 也是可以用来形容人的哦。像是 Do you know Sam? He's hilarious. It means he's super funny.
Some of my friends tell me that I'm hilarious.
I think you are.
So the article continues with Marianne, and she says, "This director is known for his crazy sense of humor." Okay, so we've got two more vocabulary words here as well. Marianne talked about the director of the movie having a sense of humor. So some complicated words here. The two words I want to talk about are director and humor. So first of all, the word director is a noun, and a director is a person who is in charge of making a movie. They're like the big boss who makes sure that everything goes well and that the movie gets made. So Steven Spielberg is one very famous American movie director. He made some super famous movies like Jurassic Park and E.T. So an example sentence using the word director would be, the director of the movie wanted to create a sad, realistic story for the audience.
Director 就是导演啦，那我们可以说 a director directs movies. Direct 这个动词啊，代表就是指导电影。那下一个字呢，我们要看到的是 humor. So what does humor mean?
Well, yeah, the word humor, it's also a noun, and somebody's humor is their feeling of being amused or finding something funny. So each person has their own sense of humor. That means different people laugh at different things. I love the humor of Mr. Bean. He's so funny. You know Mr. Bean?
豆豆先生
Yeah, he's hilarious. He does like physical humor. So an example sentence using the word humor would be, Miss Smith does not have a good sense of humor. I've never seen her smile in class.
Okay, a sense of humor 呢，代表就是幽默感。那一个有幽默感的人呢，我们可以用 humorous 这个形容词来形容他。所以呢 ，Marianne 这边提到《The Worst Superhero》这部电影的导演以他的幽默感闻名。我们看到一个用法是 be known for， 代表的是以某特色为人所知。For example, Lady Gaga is known for her powerful voice. Lady Gaga 以她浑厚的嗓音闻名。
I do love Lady Gaga, especially her new album. So the article continues with Chris, and Chris says, "Good. I have a soft spot for comedies." Okay, so Chris said he has a soft spot for comedies. Well, we already know that comedy movies are funny movies, but what does it mean to have a soft spot for something? Well, it's time for today's PBGO.
Pocket phrase go.
Let's check the video to see what that means.
Pocket phrase go.
Hello， 大家好，我是星座专家唐琪啊。说到这个双鱼男哦，想必呢大家是又爱又恨。他呢是这么的梦幻，这么可爱，却又有时呢让人忍不住想掐死他。像是呢刚刚说的这个梦幻可爱，很多呢双鱼男呢就喜欢这种琼瑶式的情景，诗情画意的感觉。He has a soft spot for girls with long and beautiful hair。他特别偏爱那种头发又长又美的女孩了。Have a soft spot， 有一点很软，是哪里软呢？是心软了。Have a soft spot for someone or something， 就表示呢对这个人或是这件事物呢总是心软，也就是呢我们中文说的偏爱，情有独钟啦。除了呢喜欢这个长发的女生之外呢，也可以像我本人呢，我怎么样呢 ？I have a soft spot for designer shoes， 总是呢很特爱买这些设计师款的鞋子哦。家里都放不下了，还是继续买。或者是呢，她最爱吃这个蛋糕了。She has a soft spot for cheesecakes。看到这个 cheese 蛋糕呢，她就动不会掉，一定要吃哦。Have a soft spot for someone or something， 就是这个意思啦。
Okay, so Chris likes comedies a lot. 他很喜欢喜剧。And then he says it's about a young woman with special powers, right? 然后他就跟 Marianne 确认，这部喜剧片是不是关于一个拥有超能力的女生呢？ And what's Marianne's answer?
Well, Marianne responds as the article continues. She says, yes. Everyone wants her to be a hero, but she just wants to be normal. Okay, so the movie is about a woman who has special powers. So everyone expects her to be a superhero. But this woman doesn't want to be a superhero. She just wants to be a normal person. I think everybody likes to feel normal sometimes. I know I do. So what does normal mean exactly? Well, normal is an adjective that means the opposite of special. And we usually think about special as being a good word, but normal is not necessarily a bad thing. If something is normal, it's the way we expect it to be. It's not surprising, it's not crazy, it's normal. For example, it's normal for it to rain in Taipei in the summer. So an example sentence using the word normal would be, on a normal day in Taipei, I have breakfast, go to work, come home, watch TV, and then sleep.
所以 normal 这个形容词代表的是普通的、正常的。那相反字呢，我们就在字首加上 ab 变成 abnormal 就可以了。像是反常的行为，我们可以说是 abnormal behavior， 或是异常的天气状况，我们可以说 abnormal weather conditions. Okay, so in the movie, the young woman just wants to be a normal person. 她只想要当个正常人。
Okay, and the article continues with Chris, and Chris says, sounds good. What are some of your favorite movies?
And Marianne answers by saying, I like all the Disney movies, especially The Lion King.
Yes, I love Disney. The Lion King made me cry so much. I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, but it really is an amazing movie. So Marianne said she likes all of the Disney movies, but she especially likes The Lion King. So let's talk about the word especially. Especially is an adverb, and we use it when we want to talk about that one thing that we really like. We like it so much that it stands out amongst other things as something special. So an example sentence would be, I love all fruits, but I especially love strawberries.
Well, for me, I love all kinds of food, especially seafood, 特别是海鲜。那 especially 这个副词呢，代表就是尤其特别。Marianne 她喜欢全部的迪士尼电影，特别是 The Lion King.
It's a great movie. Have you seen it?
Not yet.
No.
Don't spoil it.
I won't, but there is a big spoiler. Okay, so the article continues with Chris, and he says, that's a terrific movie for sure. So there's one last word we should talk about here, and it's the word terrific. And terrific is a terrific word. It's really positive. So terrific is an adjective, and we can use it to describe something that is really, really good. Terrific is much stronger than good. Something terrific is amazing. The Lion King really is a terrific movie. So an example sentence using terrific would be, the chocolate cake my friend's mum made tasted terrific.
Terrific 这个形容词听起来心情就会很好，它是极好的、有趣的。那 Chris 同意 The Lion King 是一部很好的电影 He agrees with that.
Yeah. So then the article continues and it says, hey, they're letting us into the theatre, let's go.
Okay, 所以要开放进场了 And then they go into the theater.
Okay, so that's the end of the article. Chris and Marianne are finally going in to watch the movie. They must be so excited.
现在他们要入场看电影了 Okay, so I think we have to go to our For You chat now.
Yeah, let's
Right?
do that. Let's have a
Okay.
chat.
For You chat.
Elsie, my For You chat question for you today is, what are some of your favorite movies of all time?
Wow, I have a lot of favorite movies, like Bohemian Rhapsody. Have you watched that?
I have, about Freddie Mercury, right?
Right.
Great movie.
And A Star is Born,
I've seen that
with
too.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper in it.
Love them.
Interstellar,
Yes, also seen that one. It's very sci-fi.
And the theory of everything.
Oh, I've seen that too. That's the story of Stephen Hawking's, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And A Beautiful Mind. That's an old movie.
That's an old movie, but it's about the guy who's really good at math, right?
But he has a problem.
Yes, and it's a true story. Yeah, I've seen that one too.
Yeah, so all of them are my favorite movies.
Wow, those are movies that are very kind of meaningful.
I know. I love watching meaningful movies.
Yeah.
Okay, what's yours?
Okay, my favorite movies are probably some horror movies like The Ring, but I don't advise you guys watch that one because it's too scary.
The Ring.
But apart from that, I really like the movies by Studio Ghibli.
What is that?
It's a Japanese animation studio, and they make very famous anime movies like Spirited Away and Castle in the Sky.
Do
you know them?
神隐少女那些的. Okay, I think I know that.
Yeah, they tell really beautiful stories, and the animation is so well done, and they're really inspiring. They create worlds that look so good that I want to live inside of them. Yeah.
Okay, and like the Moving Castle, right? It's also from that studio?
Howl's Moving Castle,
Yeah.
that giant castle that walks around the land. It's really, really cool. And those movies make me feel very calm. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess our students can chat about what their favorite movies are with their classmates.
Yeah, there are
right?
so many movies out there. You probably all have different favorite movies, so you can talk about those together.
So for you, English, I'm Elsie, and he is...
Reese, and we'll say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Chris and Marianne go to the movies. Chris is waiting outside the movie theater.
Hi, Chris. Sorry I'm late.
Don't sweat it. I've already bought our tickets as well as some snacks and drinks.
Thanks.
You've wanted to see the worst superhero for a long time, right?
Yes. Lots of people have already seen it. Luke nearly spoiled it for me.
I hate it when people do that.
Have you seen the trailer for the worst superhero? It looks like it'll be hilarious. This director is known for his crazy sense of humor.
Good. I have a soft spot for comedies. It's about a young woman with special powers, right?
Yes. Everyone wants her to be a hero, but she just wants to be normal.
Sounds good. What are some of your favorite movies?
I like all the Disney movies, especially The Lion King.
That's a terrific movie for sure. Hey, they're letting us into the theater. Let's go.
They go into the theater.
Vocabulary Review.
Spoil. Jessica spoiled the book's ending for me, so I already know what's going to happen. Director. Tim made lots of great movies and became a famous director. Humor. The teacher used some humor in his class to make students laugh and enjoy his lesson. Normal. The rich man wondered what life was like for normal people who didn't have servants at their houses. Especially. I like all kinds of fruit, especially watermelons. Terrific. The singer's show was expensive, but Marie didn't mind because the songs were terrific.
智慧小补帖
Trailer. Hilarious.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net。